Hey guys, what's going on? It's Freak again, and we have the second fight that we tested this week after the buffs. I think I only tried Demo once on this fight because, you know, I wanted to play Demo, but it was basically a two-target fight. I'm sorry, it's this one, Mythic Grimtotem. Boys, I gotta say, I don't know if it's just the fights that we've tested so far, which actually I think I've tested every one of them now. Okay, this one we haven't tested, pretty sure. This one has the most question marks, but everything else, pretty fucking good. I don't know if it's just the fights feeling good when we're playing warlock on them, but these fights felt very nice. Like, I don't know, it had enough complexity to the fights, you know, some damage checks, some healing checks. I don't know, so far I've been loving the beta testing, and I'm a fan of all the bosses, I think, so far. It's the only one that I said I'm not sure of is the one with the X, but whatever, that's another topic for another time. Now, today we have Mythic Grimtotem. I don't think I'm gonna take you too much through what the bosses are doing. I'll just give you a short summary. You see how many, you know, guys you got here? The room is separated in 4 quadrants, and each quadrant has an element, basically, yeah? These 4 or whatever, I don't know actually the actual names of them. But each one of these ads is obviously has a different mechanic, and the different sections pose a different level of difficulty, or like movement, or damage check, or a healing check, yeah? So when you're there with your guild, you're gonna have to choose which one you actually wanna go about. If I remember correctly, we summed up that what was it? Frost and lightning. No, Frost and Earth were the easiest ones so far, and the other 2 were pretty difficult to manage. So there is high chance that our initial kind of strat about it would be go to the hardest one, pop everything that we got, then, you know, do the easy one when we don't have any healing cooldowns, and then the boss is going to go intermission, and that's pretty much as we saw from the fight. I don't know what happens in P2, P3, P4 if there is P4, but I reckon at some point we might have to fight on Mythic all the elements at the same time, so we'll pull out and see, I guess. But yeah, that's my first introduction to the fight, first time trying this boss. Pretty fucking good. I love it so far. Now, we played Dash Room. Let's move on, basically. Let's go into it. Let's get to the good stuff. What you see on the screen is what we actually played and what we got the most success with. Now, I didn't feel very experimental for whatever reason. The only few experiments that I was trying were Demon Fire. Sure, I found myself barely pressing the button, so I was like, wait, why am I even doing that shit, yeah? So quickly just move it out the way. I don't remember if we were trying any of these. I don't think I tried Kate at all, maybe Wampu. I think the other warlock might have tried it. But more or less what I'm going to say is that I saw some other videos, some other talent builds and whatever. People are sleeping on Chaos Incarnate and Power Overwhelming so far. This one probably we could skip because I didn't have... So I did the testing and I was surprised that I didn't have any lags. So I was like, whatever, I'll just play, yeah, with almost 0 preparation. Since then I did some M+, and I've kind of... You know, I was like, wait, I have some free time. Let me delve into the professions. Let's see what the fuck is going on there. I managed to, you know, get these figured out, sorted out. I made some items. I optimized my gear a little bit. And I hate to say it. I don't know how Blizzard are going to approach this, but secondaries definitely do they matter a crazy amount. And where I'm coming from is I played some Mage and DH regime, and I was trying Frostfire and all of this. I'm just giving this as an example. Bruh, my secondaries, I just bought the PP gear on my Frost Mage, whatever, and I was doing nowhere near this damage on my Mage. I'm like, wait, what's happening here? You know, I spoke with the guy. He said, okay, so we need, you know, this and this. I'm like, let me try this. And the key after this that I did on my Mage, I was like, oh wait, this actually is huge difference compared to Shadowlands, where secondaries didn't matter almost at all. It was such a small percentage of swing, 1-2%. Having perfect stats would put you a percent or two somewhere, you know, like in front of another player. I'm like, oh, whatever. I don't pay much attention. I just bought my gear and just went in because we're scaled up or scaled down. But the secondaries did stay, and I'm pretty certain they did. And I didn't have as good of a gear, so what I'm trying to say, I didn't maximize it. But this one, I think it's a sleeper, especially on pure 1-2 target scenarios. Yeah. These two, I was doing by far like the most damage from anything I've seen so far. Obviously, there might be some, you know, other top guilds doing stuff that I'm not aware of, but I'm pretty happy with the build that I chose to play. Now, obviously the build revolves about around having high flashpoint uptime. I'm going to show you this in the logs in a second, and you have ads almost non-stop like popping up, so it's going to be important for you to just, you know, emulate. And the guys that, some of you guys that have played BFA, I know you're already familiar with this one. For me it's new, but I kind of, you know, just want to bring everybody to the same level of understanding on this one. So if you see any ad, you better emulate it, I would say right away. Now, Rolling Havoc, this one, very, 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 very powerful and important for you to pull up resources and go into Havoc window with a lot of resources. And now, the one above, it's where the kind of, I don't want to say like the differences in many of the pools, but for almost all of the pools, I was set on just playing with that, with the Cry Havoc, instead of the longer Havoc duration, which I was thinking to myself, boy, I mean, this should be straight up better, right? And the 2 or 3 pools that I tried playing Pandemonium actually had much lower output, and it could be related to me playing worse or whatever. Like, of course, like we were trying different ads, different stuff, and if I tried it in, like when we were doing a new rotation on the ads, you know, obviously I'll just have worse uptime on my Havoc, on my damage output, you know, random mechanics flying at me, so I have to move. But this is the build, the 2 videos that I'm going to, you know, gameplay videos I'll show you in the logs are from with this build, with this exact build. And this one is the one that I actually wish I tried, and I should have, but I'm not sure. I feel like because we had permanently 2 targets, I don't think, I don't know, like I don't have an opinion on this, but I feel like I should have tried it. I was just so happy with how much crazy damage we're doing. I was like, what the fuck is this, you know, like we're destroying, and no externals either. Like I can just imagine myself getting some PIs in that situation. Like some of the damage, like you guys are gonna see the clips. It's brutal. It's actually brutal. But yeah, this is the build. Let me get you to the logs. Okay, this is one of the pools. I mean, basically I always choose like the 2 highest pools that we get almost, and I kind of want to choose pools that I'm also kind of playing. I mean, I'm not dying, but I want to choose the pools that I've kind of familiarized myself with what we're about to do, so that when I go, I've already like planned ahead of, you know, the ad coming, the movement that I'm gonna have to do, replacing, you know, portals and stuff. And basically I want to show you some of the maximization of what we're doing. And I don't know, like the damage was crazy, man. It was so crazy. I'm actually, this is basically a fight tailor-made for the warlock so far. Let's go to the buffs. I want to show you, what was it, Flashpoint. Come on. Alright, Flashpoint, crazy uptime. There is a small downtime here, and I believe that's when the boss is going to the intermission. I can't remember right now, but as you can see, the rest of the time, you basically have, like, literally, if you just take it before the intermission, it's 100% uptime on the Flashpoint. So, yep, better do that, boys. And Rolling Havoc, 30%. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the best at this one yet, because I have very small experience with this ability. I definitely have seen better uptimes in other logs, like about 35, 36%, I think. In my other, maybe, video, this is the second pool. I think I had slightly higher uptime, I don't remember, but I've definitely seen better, yeah, 30, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Not perfect, but I'll get there eventually. And Freakinchaos, I don't know why, like, we're supposed to have 6 of these, pretty sure. I'm checking game. Yeah, we're supposed to have 6. I don't know why it's saying... I don't know, it's the game. Maybe I fucked up something, who knows. But Tournament so obviously super high uptime. I didn't get much out of it. I was kind of checking in game. I would get like, I'll lie to you, maybe like 2%, 1%, sometimes 3%. It doesn't refresh, so some of the times. Wait, what was it? I want to see this one, yeah. And some of the times I would basically like spend some shards before the ad comes down, and I'll have very low cap of mastery, and I cannot refresh it, and that sucks actually that you cannot refresh it, because if you can refresh it again the new stack, it will be stronger. Basically, I can just start pumping right away, and that's probably some of the pulls where I didn't have good rolling havoc damage or good output is because I'm trying to maximize this node, and then I would fall flat on in other areas of the boss. But overall, I gotta say that was destruction. I didn't mention this, but the files, I don't think I used a good file. I'm not sure. Like there was some movement. This one is probably not the worst. It's giving us main stats. Also enchants. I see some other people running some good enchants. I didn't have like a good enchant. I think it was giving me, what is this? I think haste. So 3 procs for the entire fight. I mean, not ideal, but I guess we'll manage. By the time the game releases, we're gonna know exactly what's best and what's not. Also, probably not the best trinket. I mean, this one is decent, and I'm actually fearful it might be best at the first season yet again. So is this maybe? But there's some other good banger trinkets, so we'll see where this ends up when the time comes. But so far so good. But yeah, that's pretty much for me with the information about the builds and stuff and the logs. And right now I'm gonna plug you into the actual gameplay, boys, and I hope you enjoy it. The Deshro is looking good. Both Demo and Deshro, obviously these are tailor-made fights for them, but both of the specs looked pretty insane in the last testing I did, so pretty stoked for playing Warlock next patch. Hope you guys are as well, and that's pretty much it for this video. The next one might be M+, not sure. I've been playing a lot of M+, I might upload something about M+, we'll see, not sure. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one, fellas. Thank you very much, and take care.
That terrible British accent.
Never.
Is it offensive?
Just telling us to get serious.
Walking starting area.
Tank frontal. I've got the ad.
Sorry.
Dodge.
Ad's doing the torrent now.
Dodge.
Right. Take the ad off you now. So I do kind of need a lot of space, because if I get hit into a wall I kind of shake about and then I get hit by the torrent. I rally. I don't know if that was a good one, but I'll taunt the boss in a sec.
Yeah. Get ready to soak those when the orb goes above it. As soon as it gets an orb above it, you need to soak it.
Right, tank should, yeah, boss should do tank frontal now. At least in a second.
Are they getting the orbs?
Doesn't seem
Or is
like
it a
it.
different one?
Now they are, now they are.
Yeah, no.
Fuck me.
There's still a little bit left in them.
Yeah.
They
Big
rape.
about that fire damage.
They rape, bro.
Yeah, it didn't used to be that deadly.
So we're almost at 100.
As long as he's soaking.
They hit so fast as well. They hit like...
Yeah. Oh, the ad frontal. Mm.
Did he stop doing the tank front on you there and then run away?
Yeah.
Did we pushed him?
He's bringing full energy.
Frostbinds, what is that? Just a slow. What happens if we stack? Does it fuck you over?
So these ads are now doing the boss ultimate abilities. And their own one. So this one is get close to the frost ad. It's just us, Ollie. That's just them.
I'll just jump in the middle.
What's the fire one?
And the fire one is the big kind of lava pattern.
Okay.
It's like the dance on Council back in CM.
Okay.
You drop pulls when you run.
Loney, are you combusting the first ad?
No. I'm just combusting and doing damage.
You combusting the boss?
Yeah, I guess I am.
Can you just hold for 5 seconds and combust the ad?
Sure.
You have combust for the ad when you use it on pull. Like, it's still running. Until the ad gets to like 2%.
I don't think he's swapping to the ad, is what I mean.
By the look of it, no, I think he's building Ignite on the boss.
Yeah, please.
I can just spread it to the ad and then start attacking the ad, right? Shouldn't be a problem.
Just start launching your pyros into the ad and you'll do more damage to it, and it will probably help us progress further.
Yeah, boss damage is irrelevant because we're not killing the boss. We just want to get far in the fight, which is killing the ads.
Is the boss HP overtuned or what? Or does he gain like a damage amp in the mission?
We just don't really care about his health right now. We just want to kill the ads and like get through some phases. So I don't care what is your optimal thing to do. Just put your damage into the ads.
I think everything on this boss is overtuned at this point, Jeff.
Yeah.
Do we still want to do frost into fire?
Whatever.
Seems kind of chill.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Now you face the master of primal elements.
Dust.
Why is my lust not going off? Okay. Watch out. Dodge. Soon. Now.
Yep, dodge now.
Watch the front, it's going to be down near the wall.
Oh.
Frost blacken
I
your
live.
flesh.
Okay, and then we're doing the ultimate, and then we're moving into fire. Moving into fire now. Or not. There we go.
I can taunt it straight away.
Flame submits.
I mean, in this phase, I can just put it right up against the wall, I think.
Kill
Probably
the ad.
not right.
Everyone on the ads. Remember, you need to like run in and out of these things. You can't like run in them and stay in them. They fucking wreck you. So just like dance in and out, I guess. Not yet. It's when there's orbs on.
No.
Yeah.
When the ad does Raging Inferno.
Yeah, you literally just need to dance in and out of them.
No, watch out.
Another smite.
Incinerate.
Doing Raging, get ready to soak.
Yeah, you just kind of. That works. You just run in and out. Like,
Kill the frost one, frost one, frost one. Full focus to frost ad. And get interrupts on it. 2 clumps.
Jesus.
kill it. Good, good, good. Get ready for soaks. Or is it not doing it?
Soaks.
Oh, we're just dodging, we're just dodging. Let's take boss into storm.
Oh, hey. Frontal.
And frontal.
Sky bows to me.
You can storm it.
Kill the ad. You shouldn't be hitting anything else. So these ones you stack these or?
Lightning crashes.